My name is Ryan Duncan, and welcome back to the Daisy Dispatch. When prospective students visit Bryn Mawr, they're quickly met with a key feature of the school, one that sets it apart from many other schools: coordinate classes. These are classes that are held at one of the three tri-schools, being Bryn Mawr, the Gilman School, or Roland Park Country School, but are open to students from all three. These classes not only provide students with the opportunity to take classes not featured in their school's curriculum, but also to leave the single-sex environment of their schools and learn to share the space with students with different perspectives. In this episode, we'll explore the origins of coordinate classes and how they look today. We spoke to Ann Whitman, an alumna from the class of 1973, who was among the first Bryn Mawr students to take a coordinate class, and with two current students, one from Gilman and the other from Bryn Mawr. Let's see what they have to say.
The class that I took, along with two other members of my year at Bryn Mawr, was creative writing at Gilman, because we loved writing and because we loved writing about literature and probably showed some aptitude. And there were about 10 or 12 students altogether in the class. So the three of us, probably 8 to 10 boys in the class with us.
Oh my God, I was so nervous. I didn't know where my room was. I didn't know who was in my class because I had my first coordinate class at Gilman, so you can like see the roster. And I didn't know who was gonna be in it. And I also didn't know my teacher, so I was like very nervous. But luckily I ran into like one of my senior friends and like she showed me to my room, and then I sat down and then I got to look around the room and didn't know anyone. But I think it was good not knowing anyone, like any of the Gilman students, because you don't have any biases towards anyone, and it's like new people, new faces, new year.
First ever coordinate class was literally the first class I went to. It was Latin 2 honors. I was really into Latin freshman year, and being able to study Latin, high school. So I would say I was definitely more excited than nervous, but the nerves were definitely there.
The intimidation for me came from the understanding that I was going to try to do something that I had never really done before, which was to write fiction. And I was going to share it with these boys that I knew but didn't really know. The thing I remember most about it was that we met in a room with a Harkness-style table, which was not something that we had at Bryn Mawr in those days. We had wonderful discussions at Bryn Mawr, and many of them were student-led, but we didn't have the big, beautiful tables. So that was new, and it was very inviting. It was very, I think it made us feel very grown up.
I think Bryn Mawr, it's like, if you go into like a English room in Bryn Mawr, it's like a Harkness table, and it's like very like easy to have a conversation. Whereas at Gilman, my experience, it was definitely more conversing with like the teacher also, where at Bryn Mawr, it's more like student-led.
I wasn't used to the Harknesses at Bryn Mawr, but I felt like it's really important to experience different styles of learning, and I feel like the Harkness discussions last year we had definitely helped me become a better writer, reader, and just overall interpret English better. My favorite part is definitely being able to hear and discuss with people from different backgrounds and kind of like listen to their perspectives, and because everyone has their unique perspective, and I think it's really good to get that from girls and from boys too. The biggest challenge for sure is definitely traveling, because I have on odd days I have comp sci at Bryn Mawr, and the walk there, usually by the end of it, I'm pretty sweaty and it's pretty gross. So yeah, I'd have to say my least favorite part would be the travel time and the travel distance. I feel like I can definitely connect, especially because for example, my math class, we have a little group chat going, and we like to discuss on homework and how the class is going for us and what we think of our teacher. And I think it's definitely really, really easy to connect, and it's a great way for you to spark conversation with different types of people.
Coordinate classes are such a special feature of the tri-schools, allowing students the unique opportunity to experience classes at a high school that's not their own. Every day, students can be seen crossing the Northern Parkway and Roland Avenue bridges to one of the other schools or back to their own. Thanks to coordinate classes, Bryn Mawr students have the opportunity to take specialized arts classes like woodworking. Gilman students have the opportunity to create their computer science education in classes like data structures. And Roland Park students get to experience different English electives like detective fiction. Increased options allow students to create their path through high school, taking classes they enjoy that will prepare them for their futures.